just like that, we are all caught up with my footage. You are hearing me in real time. My mic is for sure 100% connected, so the mic issues are over. Taking a look at our board, I still need to collect all the trees. Turn mob briefing on. I'm not sure if there's a way to do that without turning on cheats. If you know a way, let me know in the comments. I do still want to work on a dock. Fancy garden is kind of what I'm focused on this time. I cleared that whole section of the spruce trees, kind of flattened everything out with some dirt, and then I finished a little fountain. That's kind of my center point. And I'm going to build out all of the planter beds from this point. So this is where we're at. Just a very simple small fountain. I'm basing this garden just on a bunch of images I've found of castle gardens where there's a fountain in the center and then hedged in flower beds. So I will need to figure out what flowers I want to put in which sections and get all the pathways kind of looking the way that I want them to look, but we'll see. I'm not really sure. I don't have a plan. I'm just trying stuff. So I'm gonna keep going on these bush shapes and see what we can come up with. Time for hedges. The hedge layout is done, so let me show you. Here it is. So I had so much fun figuring out all of these hedge shapes. I've double checked and everything is like a mirror image. If you fold it either way across the fountain, it will line up. So my plan is still to get every type of tree except for spruce, because I feel like we have that covered. I'm going to leave these cherry trees. They were here when I inherited the world. I'm going to leave them there. A lot of the images I've looked at of this style of garden do have trees sort of lining the edges. So I actually feel like that fits in really well. So I do need to get every type of tree that grows in the overworld and every type of flower. I want to represent all of them here. I have journeyed far away from home to gather all of the saplings and every flower in the game, but I am proud to say that I have done it and I didn't die. So these are everything that I've gathered in my journeys, things that we didn't have at home. I mean, we had these, we had poppies, and I think we have some jungle saplings, but I just grabbed them in case. Now, I just need to make it back home with all of my treasures so that we can finish our fancy garden. Home is gonna be... the complete opposite direction of the way I was going. Let's go. And just like that, we're back. I can't tell you how happy I was to get close enough to the island for the village to appear in front of me. I was not expecting to come from the direction that I came from, but it was really cool and it felt like, yes, I'm home. I'm sighing in disorganization. Thank you for making it better, doggy. My dogs need names. I have a blue collar, a red collar, and then they had a baby. Hi. Maybe we could call him Beetroot. I don't know. I was gonna say radish, but those aren't radishes. Okay, there's sunflowers here. But where's the rose bush and the other one? Lilac. I was all excited to get to organizing. I remember collecting them. Where would I have put them? At my project base? Oh my gosh. Oh, I was starting to lose it a little. Okay, so there's the flowers. So I'm going to take a screenshot of that and kind of go through. I might have to do custom trees because I don't want like super tall jungle trees. Like I want everything to be sort of uniform, like very manicured. So, oh my, that is not good. I was so busy organizing flowers and trees that it got nighttime and I could have died. I do have some spaces that I think would be good for some small trees, like maybe in the circles here. I have got 4 of them. Another spot that might be nice for a small tree is in this, like right here, in this little shape. Sort of almost like a reverse tree circle in a sense. So it'd be like here, there, and there. I just spent some time arranging the flowers by color to try and make it so that I don't have like a whole section that is like a ton of red flowers and then like no red on the other side. So I kind of laid it out like this, and we're just going to get to work following the plan and getting everything put in. I'm very excited to see this turn out. Okay, so I might have bitten off more than I can chew in the sense that I am almost out of bone meal and we've done like that many sections, but look how good they look. I really like the look of this. Like it's gonna look so nice and colorful once all the flowers are in and I have my little like manicured custom trees. The other problem, and this is a Bedrock versus Java problem. I do come from Bedrock. I've played Bedrock a long time. And in Bedrock, no matter where the flower is, like I could click this. I'm clicking right now. Hear that? And see how there's no flowers. In Bedrock, you can place a flower anywhere and you can click it and it will sprout whatever flower you placed. So now I'm realizing that I journeyed very far to get a few of every flower when I can't reproduce them here. So I'm gonna have to go back 9,000 blocks to get more flowers to fill my garden. It's cool. That's fine. I learned this was a mechanic when in the very beginning of playing Java. I forgot, and so I thought it was cool if I just got, you know, a few of each. That's all I brought. Oh man. Well, I'm gonna plant everything I have into its designated sections, and then we're gonna just have to go back out into the world and get more of everything that we need because I really like this idea. I think it's gonna look good. But yeah, I don't have enough bone meal and I don't have enough of each kind of flower. This is just gonna end up being a longer project than I thought it would be. I like exploring Minecraft and traveling far. Like I like that part of Minecraft, so I'm okay with that. It's just I wish I would have known because I probably would have, you know, brought bone meal with me. We have made it back from our uh-oh. I don't have any arrows again. Well, good thing about no mob griefing. He can't blow up the bridge. As I was saying, we just came back from the second journey across the world. There's another creeper. I see you. With all of the flowers. I think I got a stack of every kind that I know for sure doesn't grow around this area. Well, maybe I didn't get a stack. But I got hopefully enough to fill in some of our planter beds. I will need more bone meal for that. But anyway, I'm going to get these planted and then I will check back in and kind of show you where the progress is at. I decided to let it stay night to get some skeletons for some easy bone meal, and I got all these arrows. Okay, the flower beds are done, the custom trees are in, and we're gonna go take a look right now. So if you remember before, I worked out all these beds. They're all filled except for sad little lily of the valley, which is my favorite flower in Minecraft. Well, it's a tie between lily of the valley and blue orchid. I didn't get enough of those, so at some point I'll have to do that, but everything else is filled in. I did this moss trail sort of thing through it, thinking it kind of looked like, you know, when you mow the lawn like in one direction and then on the way back you go the other and it makes those stripes. I was kind of going for that look. I don't know if I love it because moss is actually pretty yellow, especially in this biome. So I don't know. It's kind of okay with me, but I'm not 100%. I feel like I could live with it either way. It was a lot of work to put it in, so I don't want to take it out necessarily, but I will if I decide I hate it. I did plant some more spruce back along the edges because I had kind of stripped this area of trees. I want it to be like the forest is really like encroaching onto the garden space, and we're just doing our best to hold it off so we can have our garden. I did build a little tree for each type. So this is oak. Minecraft does like a taller oak with like a bigger bunch of leaves there and a little bunch here. So I kind of copied that same look for the oak. So I just sat down and I was like, what does a mini version of each tree look like? And here is the acacia. A lot of times in Minecraft for acacia, they do this diagonal thing. So I just did the diagonal thing as well. Tried to keep it small enough to fit into its planter. And over here is dark oak. Now this one was hard for me to think of how to do it mini. What I came up with was to represent sort of the thickness of the trunk. I just added fence posts as like a thicker branch. I don't know if it works. I think it works. I did end up putting a spruce in because how could I not? It is the biome we're in. I don't know if I love this custom tree. It's okay. It was kind of hard not to like exactly replicate the Minecraft ones and try and think of like a mini version that maybe like gets pruned a lot more often than like a wild tree. Over here we have the azalea. I did grow this one from the azalea bush. I forget what it's called. And I did end up actually replacing a lot of the regular leaves with more flowers because I really wanted it to kind of stand out with its colors. This one I just kind of copied, like, you know, in Minecraft there's like the jungle tree that's like on the ground. It's like a bush. I just kind of did that but raised it up. And I think that's all the trees. Now this bed is reserved for pitcher plants once we get a sniffer. I did find the 2 tall ferns. I found one in each chest in a village. While I was streaming, stream plug, I started a Twitch stream and I did one and it went amazing. So you should follow me there. Okay, plug done. But I wanted them to be put somewhere, so I just threw them into this bed so they can share this space with the pitcher plants. The opposite side, for right now, just to have something in it, I did put in the cocoa beans that I had collected from the jungle, but this will actually be where torchflower goes. I kind of think I could fit one. I can't remember if they're too tall or like taller than one, but we can fit some in here and leave the cocoa beans. So I think that's kind of visually interesting. A difference in color from the rest of the flowers. This is our manicured garden. I do have some like little bits to like finish terraforming. I do want to plant some more spruce trees back in this area because I did take down a lot more than I needed to, but you know, you never know how much space you're gonna need sometimes. There's our garden. Ooh, should we see it with shaders? Oh my gosh, I love it so much. This is complimentary reimagined and it makes everything look so like, I don't know if this is the right word, but it makes everything look so fluffy. It's so pretty. I like shaders for like looking at builds and just seeing like a different perspective for something you've worked on, but I don't love playing with them. I will turn them on to check out a build. Like, look at that. Look at that view from here to the village, our beautiful mountain surrounds. This is a really gorgeous area in the world. I just did a good job choosing. Part of what we might need to do next is go to the Nether, which I am scared but kind of excited. So I don't know. I'll ponder those things as I wander my garden, and I will see you guys next time.